Hey guys, my name is Amy Jones and I am a house flipper. I'm here to give you the farm, to tell you the things that investors typically don't share so we can maintain our competitive edge. Over two-thirds of the world's wealth is held in real estate. Today, I'm going to flip the educational business of real estate on its head. I believe that I may upset some educators with what I'm about to offer you. You see, when I was 20 years old, I was a restaurant general manager and I worked 60 plus hours a week, and even 80-hour weeks weren't uncommon. I was on salary, I was running a great restaurant, I was making $28,000 per year. And in my spare time, I was learning HTML, ClickBank, digital product sales, back when the internet was young. And I wanted out of the grind. I spent a ton of hours and a lot of money trying to make money online. I remember my major frustration on the site that said how to make a ton of money was that they charged a ton of money to get their product. I gave up and just determined that they made their money selling their product, but not what they originally claimed had made the money in the first place. I determined that if I ever sold a product online, that I would have to be successful at the thing that I did, and the product I sold would share what I did, that the product itself could not be my monetary success. So I did just that. My dad rescued me from the restaurant business by dragging me into real estate when I told him that I wanted a better life. I dabbled in real estate as a landlord and helping in acquisitions in the early years. Then over the past 13 years, I've flipped well over 1,000 houses. Unlike most people, though, I was really lucky. When I got serious about learning about real estate, my dad took me to seminars all over the country. He paid well over $100,000 in educating me from some of the best in the industry. Over the years, I used that knowledge and built experience in many facets of real estate. While our primary acquisition strategy was foreclosures and our primary exit strategy was fix and flip, I wouldn't recommend these to others as primary strategies. They're the hardest, riskiest, and most intense way to participate in real estate investing. However, knowing the hardest and riskiest ways and being comfortable in it is what has made everything else really easy. I have no fear of being stuck with rehabbing a property and no resistance to the easier methods as well. So I now prefer the easier methods, and I hope you learned this lesson sooner than I did. So real estate is truly the best income and wealth building tool I know of. In the beginning, I even resisted because I wasn't really excited about it, but I hope you're excited. It seems to be easier that way. I resisted and I was frustrated and I was still successful. So if I can do it without wanting to, and if you're excited, then you have a leg up on me. If you need income, if you need to build wealth, if you're looking for replacement income, or you want to have passive income to retire on, real estate can do all of that, even simultaneously. So if I wasn't looking to build my monetary success from a program online, why did I build it? That's an interesting story. I was in New York with my kids and we went into a pizza restaurant, and I was talking to the owner because I have restaurant experience, and he asked me about what I did and I responded with the usual, I flip houses, and he responded with the usual, like on HGTV. I said yes, but with more accurate numbers. We both laughed, but his eyes showed like a longing. He revealed to me that flipping houses was his dream. And I asked him, why didn't he do it? He said he didn't know where to start. He didn't know where to start. I wish that was the first time I had heard this reason, but it wasn't. I have heard the question of how to start so many times in real estate clubs and in casual conversation. People learn that I flip houses and two things usually come up. It's their dream job and they don't know how to start. Generally, that's followed with not having the time or the money to get started. So I came home from New York and I talked with John. So John is my right-hand man. John is an all-around master at admin, graphic design, business management, accounting, project management, orders, everything. He was me when I wasn't available and better than me at some of the cool stuff like Photoshop. But I told John of the story in New York and that I was tired of people not having access. I've been to seminars that upsold into amazing content, but it was $5,000, $30,000, even $60,000. And given my experience, worth every single penny. But how does that help the pizza guy in New York? How does that help the single mom like me? How does that help the entrepreneur who hasn't made it yet? It doesn't. And if you're like I was, I just needed someone to teach me. I was hungry, willing, ready to work hard. I just wanted to know how. And everywhere I turned, it seemed like they just wanted to upsell me. So I created the system with John's help. It took us 4 years to complete, to capture all of our systems, test it in our processes, make sure it worked, and actually have the time to capture what we were doing. If you're in business, then you understand what it's like to try to capture your standard operating procedures in a way that a brand new employee could replicate them. It's not the easiest thing to do. But this system I have sold from stage for $1,500. I've actually never sold it for less than $1,500. And the people who have it all the time say the same thing. You should charge more for this. You have built the most complete system I have ever seen. Yeah, I could. But then last night I was sitting with John at our birthday dinner. So our birthdays are 2 days apart and we celebrate the day in between. And I told John that I wanted to do something crazy. I asked him why we developed the system in the first place. And he said, to help people. I asked him which people. And he said, the ones that don't have the time or the money to be able to start. And I said, then why are we charging $1,500? I said, for many people, that's a rent or a mortgage payment. We aren't helping people that way. So he asked me, what do you suggest? I hesitated that I was about, and before I could tell him how much I hesitate now. And I said, $47. He said, why $47? And I said, because anyone who wants something can find $47 without hurting themselves. If they leave it on the shelf and never open, it was the cost of a dinner out. If they use it, it'll change their lives. I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that no matter what, I gave them every opportunity to succeed, and the rest is on them. And I know human psychology, if it's free, they'll never do anything with it. So we have to charge something. He nodded and said, it feels good now. It feels good now. That was it. We built this to make a difference and feel good, not to sell something. So here's your opportunity, a complete system and how to learn about real estate in your spare time for a ridiculously low price. You'll never find anything else like this out there. It doesn't exist. I'm giving you the farm. I'm being the mentor I wished was there for me when I was younger. The one that provided or that proved that they made the money first and that the product was literally a service to me. If I needed money, I would sell it for what it's worth. If you hate it and it isn't what I said it is, let us know. We'll fix it or refund your purchase. The only thing I ask is that if you really are a person that takes action, please, when you become successful, find a way to give back too. We need more people in the world willing to make a difference for others instead of charging an astronomical price. One last thing, please act as if you paid the thousands of dollars for this program that it is worth, and give yourself the opportunity to succeed. We need an army of warriors making a difference. So today is my actual birthday. My birthday present to myself and to John for 2 days ago is making this available to you. Thank you for being my birthday present and giving me the opportunity to be of contribution. Have a wonderful day, have a successful life, and I look forward to hearing your success stories.